Wewe ukionekana ngana Kolo sana na maybe apoteze hashtag ya Krisbaby na Kolo. Kuna watu waongea sana wanasema maybe you are replacing Krisbaby, you cannot dance better than her. Hizo comments zinakufanya ngo feel something.
Tata mwano.
Commentator.
Unanitafuta ni bati.
Yeah man.
Kama flow.
Mjukuu Papa Francis.
Commentator, the commentator.
Yes.
The commentator.
Achana nayo.
Makota.
Alright, kama kawaida watu wangu tuko hapa hivi leo maeneo ya Radisson Blue and as you can see tumekutana na the TikTok stars bana. Of course tuko na mzito, mimi namuitanga the king, anaitwa Colloblue UDC, and hapa hivi tuko na a very big rising star anafahamika kama Victoria Wendo. Tuko nao tupige story, we are so many of us guys, so everybody is represented, si ndio? Haya sasa ni guys,
Poa sana.
mko viti?
Tuko poa.
Aje Kolo.
Poa, tunaacha ladies first tuonge. Mimi niko poa. Tuko salama.
Siku mingi manze buda.
Ni kuficha ficha tukitafuta niomoke kaa nyinyi.
Nimeweza sana Kolo.
Thank you. Asante. Nimevalishwa na anaitwa Jim Dilo Smiles Collection. They do very amazing men suits. Wadidly sana. Check them out on Instagram. Come.
Victoria.
I think so. Yes. Yeah, I think so. Yes.
So Kolo, tumefika hapa hivi because of Hello Mr. Right, ndio? Unaweza tuambia labda shughuli gani imekuleta hapa hivi leo?
Okay. For me and us, Victoria is part of my bigger team. We are a team of dance influencers in Kenya. Tunaitwa The Cluster. So my team got the chance to be part of this launch by virtue of us doing what we do online. So tuko wengi, there's Victoria, there are 3 others who are yet to come. There's Just Call Me Klaus, Nasieku, and Miss Njage, walikuwa in another launch but they're coming. So tuko part of the influencing team, bado tuko hapo kwa hiyo mpango the whole launch and seeing who's the new face, who's going to co-host, basically. So tunasukuma tu pamoja.
Are you not part of the participants? Juu tunaelewa hiyo Hello Mr. Right. Venye nimeona hivi nikaona ni kama you guys are going to be part of the Hello Mr. Right season 3 participants.
I don't think so, but I don't know, but purposely tuko hapa because of what we do online. Yes.
You're doing an amazing job pale TikTok. First of all, congratulations. Kazi ni safi.
Yeah, Victoria, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you Kolo, thank you. Labda mtuambie ni kitu gani ambacho kinawa motivate sana, are you doing what you're doing on TikTok and also inspiring other people through dancing and everything?
Acha vikianze.
Definitely I'll say on my end, right? Okay, so on my end, what motivates me, first, it's a passion. It's what you want to do. They say if you want to do something, just don't try, just do it. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to channel. So it's my passion. I love dancing, and the fact that you can have a team leader, you can have a team behind you, you can have people who support you, and you can have people you can look up to that it has worked for them. It gives you a very much zeal to push and push. And then God does his thing. Yes.
Motivation. So my whole motivation is the idea to change how dancers have been perceived before. Basically, us being here and Victoria being here. Victoria is actually the youngest to join our team. American like 4 months and already signed a very great thing. She's making a lot of money, you know. So the whole point of why, basically, my motivation is to make sure dance influencers Kenya tumekuwa more respected. And so many of us and others who come after us will be able to come in such places and in having, basically, to respect you to come wasanii wengine, you understand? Because I believe, and it's very evident that the dance industry is the biggest industry in the entertainment industry, but we do not feel like so and we're not treated like so. So it calls upon us dancers to realize what we are and who we are. So tuna take up hizo positions, tunafika kwa places easy through hard work, of course. Tunaekelea kazi like what we will always do out here. Yeah, na eventually inajipa because kama ni mimi na Vicky tuko hapa leo, means that every other dancer is capable of getting to this place and even higher.
Yeah. Pengine nijue sahi team ya Cluster imefika dancers wangapi na kuna fursa kwa mtu ambaye anataka kujoin?
Yeah, so for us tuko sahi we are of it's a whole team. Tuko na production team, tuko na those who you see mbele ya camera. For us who dance, tuko 17 very professional dancers, all of whom have great following. There is me with the biggest following, then there is Kina Klaus, Kina Nasieku, Alpha House. Basically, there's a whole team that works, and then behind the camera pia there's Nick, G-Kid, Kamnyama Elephant, and Musioka who facilitate production. Of course, in dance, kuna opportunity for anyone to join, but sasa we have structure. So wenye kama unataka kujoin ali una havingi kupitia structure fulani. Anybody can dance, but for us to join us is very easy because what we are trying to do is change the game, you understand? So the more we are, the merrier. So tuko open to anybody who feels like they're passionate enough and hardworking enough kufanya kazi na sisi. Tunagaidiwa tu na God na tunafika kwa positions ka hizi.
One of the most outstanding talents pale kwenye hiyo group yenu, I would say, is Jenny Favor. Anaendeleaje?
Jenny Favor ako sawa sana. Her page ime grow. She had previously lost 8 accounts. So the new one, Jenny Favor, akona 130 something right now in less than, I think, 2 months. So she's okay. She's going to be in greater capacities too. Na mimi na request to anyone out there who's willing to support the dance industry, hata kama si mimi personally ama my team, just to look out for dancers because people out here putting in the work. Ni venye hizi opportunities haziko as much na wengine wetu wenye tunapata, I'll call them out, manze hatuzi spread kwa watu wengine. Yeah, so sisi wenye tuko huku juu calls upon us, tuache kuwa selfish. Ukipata chance ya unaweza enda na mtu pahali, unaweza expose mtu kwa account yako. Idea, it doesn't hurt to light someone else's candle. Yeah.
So Victoria,
Yes.
Coming back to you, it's been 4 months ndio safari yako nimekufuatilia from the day you started, and Kolo amekuwa ni msema ameshikilia so many TikTokers. Tumeona watu kama Samantha Dedra, kina Krisbaby, nani wamekuwa wengi. What words can you say to him, because nimemwona unakuanga unamappreciatingi sana, but maybe he needs to hear it from you today hapa hivi, maybe endo Mr. Right, huh, jamani?
Wow, so for Kolo, honestly, he's blessed, and that's why he's blessing others. One thing about him, like if you work under his arms or under his, like you'll always go far. One thing is, let him keep doing what he's doing, and greater things are going to come. Like, hata sijui niseme nini. Honestly, sijui niseme nini, but he's just doing a great job. Out here, how many people, there's so many people who want just to stand next to him and hear him tell them, do this and do that. But at the end of the day, Kolo is doing a very great job, and God's blessings zitamwandama tu. At the end of the day, Mungu anaweza mshukuru, si atuwezi.
Yeah.
Yes.
A question to both of you. So many people ask themselves, how does TikTok pays? And you umekuwa kwenye TikTok kama stars, maybe you are in a good position to answer that question. How does it pay?
TikTok pays in very many dimensions. Inalipa, but all that is based on how well you present yourself as a brand. But basically, to just cut a long story short, unaweza lipwa, number one, as a brand promoter, una run adverts kwa page. So unalipwa pa video na a brand comes inakwambia Kolo tunataka ufanye video kipromote brand yetu, and then nafanya, and then they pay me. Also unalipwa na wasanii kwa promote your songs, because that is what I mainly do. Mostly do brands na wasanii sana. Msanii akitoa ngoma, we have worked with Bahati in his new song that he's dropping coming week. We have one we shot yesterday with Major. Tumefanya kazi na wasanii wengi, kina Jabidi, Ben Soul for his new album for 20. Yes, so hiyo ni among the ways unaweza lipo on TikTok. Besides wasanii, besides brands, pia live. One of us who really makes good money ni kama Miss Njage Beryl. Beryl can make up to 20k in one live. Yeah, so many dimensions. Kuna dimensions mob sana unaweza make do on TikTok.
Talking of working with artists, tumeona ukiwa kuna wasanii wengi sana ukifanya challenge ya song zao. Kuna maybe ushai work na msanii ukaona haja ku appreciate ama maybe akaku hurt tu kafeel tu amenikosea.
Over time I've learned to not take things personally. So niko tu hapa roho ngumu, ninazoea madharau. But nonetheless, of course, it's one thing that is meant to happen to everyone. Hadi nyinyi wenye mmesimama hapa, kuna wale tu watu wanaonyeshanga tu some level of madharau, and that is the process. Hiyo ni journey. So of course kuna wasanii kuna some artists who've not really like gone in how I'd have perceived them to go like. But mimi mostly I really tend to look at the good side. Honestly, Kenya kuna wasanii wana support dancers. Mimi Bahati has taken up my whole team. Video yake yenye inakaa itakuwa deadly sana. Tumeshoot dancers over 30 and all of my dancers in my team wamekuwa kwa hiyo show. There is Major, nimeperform na Major personally on stages nikiwa peke yangu. Yesterday night we had a shoot with him and a drop song ingine kubwa sana next week. There is Jabidi, there is Ben Soul, there is Sauti Soul I've worked with. I would say I'm just naming the ones that have really gone out of their way to show us that we actually are people who deserve the respect that we get. Kuna Viquest amefanya kuna. So we have a new song inaitwa Cool Me Down coming next week. Yeah, so kwa wasanii, let me not mention names about who has not done. Let me just congratulate those who have and urge those ones who are yet to do so. Wafuatilie tu, unajua.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kolo, most of the time when you bring up new talents kwenye game, for example, when we saw you and Krisbaby, tukakuona na Samantha, sasa tukakuona na Victoria, and some people normally comment, thinking that, pengine una date hawa watu ambao unawaleta kwenye game. Wewe unajisikiaje ukiona hizo comments?
Mimi professionally mimi psychologist, so niko ready for all that. But one thing I keep reminding myself is despite all that might happen, kama hatungekubali Victoria to join, nini sasa amngekuwa mnajua Victoria for who she is. So ningekaa hapo nikitaka kufurahisha watu because of who they knew me for or who they preferred me with compared to Victoria or Samantha or so many other people that are yet to come. Inaweza kuwa very unfair to them, na itakuwa very unfair to God pia. Because God ameni bless, akanipea hii skill, unaweza kuwa team leader, unaweza fanya this and that. Na wase wanaonekana now as we talk kwa hii stage at start times now, just people like just call me Klaus na Sieku, Miss Njage na Victoria, wote wako hapa by virtue of who they are, not because they work with me. Unajua wase tumework pamoja wakainua levels zao, ndio maana Victoria anasimama hapa leo, na kuna wengine nimework nao na hawayuko kwa hii stage leo, you get. So my whole point is, me, if you're out there manze kututroll, mi niko sawa, use my name, hainishtuagi sana, nishazoea, but usiguze watu wenye si tunatry kuleta, because this is the future, Sijui niko hapa for how long in the dance industry. Probably tomorrow yo 1.6 million yangu itahakiwa, nikuwe misi mtu, but nitajua kuna Victoria pale mwenye atasukuma the dream that we once had, hata kama Mr. kuwa hapo, So that's my whole goal. My goal is not for me or for us, it's for the industry at large. Yeah.
One of the main questions pia ambayo inakuwa na watu wengi ni Kolo, the fact that hautuonyeshi sana personal life yako, unatuonyesha sana your work, na watu wengi wangependa kujua pengine mpenzi, familia. Why don't you do it?
Because it is not relevant. For me, what I do is only what is relevant. Mimi kuwa hapa na Victoria ni very relevant, but tukienda probably we hang out and we have lunch. Relevance yake online kama sioni, there is no point of putting that out there, because I think what you show people, you give them a right to interfere. So that's why personally mimi I prefer ikifika time yenye nitafeel ninataka familia. Sasa niko single vizuri sana, hakuna mtoto wa mtu ananisumbua, ikifika time when I think niko ready to bring that online itanisaidia with relevance, then I will by that time. But say we are trying to focus on the goal, which is to level up dance, na mapenzi yangu na mtu mwingine haisaidii na dance.
So Victoria, ya mwisho tukimalizia, wewe ukionekana ngana Kolo sana, na maybe apoteze hashtag ya Krisbaby na Kolo, kuna watu waongea sana wanasema maybe you are replacing Krisbaby, you cannot dance better than her. Hizo comments zinafanya ngo feel something?
At the end of the day, that's what they think. There's what you think and there's what it is. There's what there is. And at the end of the day, everyone is doing what they do, putting their best foot forward. So if you think it's not okay, that's your opinion. It's okay, we appreciate, but we're not letting your lack of peace come and disturb our peace. Like, we just take these comments and move forward. At the end of the day, people will always talk, people will always give their view, and you can't tell them to stop. They will not stop. Yes, so let people continue, but their opinion is just their opinion. At the end of the day, it's just be their opinion. It will not be put on your face. Yes.
Amazing sana, good work you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Karibuni sana kwenye Hello Mr. Right.
Thank you.
lazima ungesocha koleza Krisbaby.